Hello, welcome. My name is Caitlin, and I'm here to teach you a 40-minute long therapeutic movement class. So within this class, totally welcome to stay in your bed, on the floor. This is going to be super accessible, all levels, great to kind of take some time and give your joints a little bit of love in between any sort of hard workouts, or great if you're looking for something a little bit more accessible. So let's get started on our backs, on our mats. If you are on the floor and you have anything resembling a block, or even if maybe you want to be close to a wall or the side of the couch, and you would need it. So we'll start out on our backs. Let's have our knees napped in and our feet a little bit shoulder, a little bit further than hip width distance apart. You can cactus out our arms, or maybe you place your hands on your rib cage. And we'll just take a moment to really settle in. Noticing where your breath is right now. And begin to inhale just a little bit deeper. As you inhale, really allow your chest and rib cage to expand upwards, out to the side, into the floor, or whatever you're laying on. And as you breathe, really feeling into that expansion as you inhale and exhale, let it all relax. We're letting everything go, releasing whatever you did today, whatever you have to do later, just diving into your space. Finding this agility in our rib cage, allowing those ribs to expand like the gills of a fish and contract as we exhale. It's super therapeutic in its own right. On your next breath, let's walk our feet in line with our hips. Empty out your arms, cactus out your arms, whatever feels good here. And keeping our feet planted into the mat right where they are, we'll drop both knees over to the right. Just being super gentle. And then we'll drop both knees over to the left. Not forcing anything, just allowing some motion within our hip joints. And let's take this on our breath with the idea that motion is lotion. Going back and forth with our knees, keeping that space between our feet. Maybe feeling that massage on your low back. Come back through center. We'll draw both knees into our chest, allowing that tailbone to lift off the floor, feeling that elongation along your spine. Maybe again, rocking a little side to side. Let's draw some circles on the ceiling with our knees in one direction, playing around with the size of your circles. And then we'll switch directions. We'll come through center. You can separate your knees. We'll draw those circles separately with those knees. Takes a little bit of coordination here. And we'll switch directions. We'll draw both knees into our chest. Maybe a little bit towards the outside of each rib cage. Rock a little side to side, just an easy, gentle, happy baby. If it feels good to place your hands behind your knees, and take that here. Squeeze your right knee into the outside. We'll let that left leg go long. Keeping that left foot flexed so we don't let that leg flop over. Keeping that left foot flexed, we'll place both hands behind this right knee. And we'll draw that knee into our chest and then press that foot towards the sky. Getting a nice dynamic stretch in this hamstring on the right leg. Take this on your breath. Allowing for a little bit of a sciatic nerve glide in your low back. One more here, I'll draw that knee out to the side. And we'll let that right leg go long. Switching sides, draw that left knee into your chest. We'll place our hands behind that left knee. Keeping that right foot flexed so we don't let that leg flop over. Draw that knee into your chest, and then we'll press that foot up to the sky. Take this on your breath. And find a comfortable place for the placement of your hands. You need to lower it closer to your hips. Whatever makes this more accessible to you, and only do what feels good. No need to force anything. One more here. We'll draw that left knee in, and we'll release long. Option to have your legs long or knees bent. Going to get into a little bit of gentle neck mobility. Keep your arms wherever it feels comfortable. Find a nice long spine. We'll take a big breath in, and on our exhale, drop your right ear towards the right side. No need to force anything, just staying super gentle with your body. Take a big inhale here, and a big exhale. We'll come back through center. Take a big inhale, draw that left ear towards the left side. Breathe. Do that just a couple more times. Turn to one side, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And switch over. Go for one more round. And on our next breath, if it's accessible to you, you can place your hands behind your knees and rock and roll the length of your spine, maybe 3 to 4 times, meeting up in a comfortable seat. If not, roll over to one side. Place that bottom arm on the ground, nice and easy. Press up into a nice easy seat, whatever is comfortable in your space. If it feels good for you to sit on a pillow, on a block, whatever you do will get nice and comfortable. Place your hands on your knees. Take a big breath in, draw the crown of your head a little bit higher towards the ceiling, and breathe. Maybe place your hands over your heart. We'll just take a moment here to gather our thoughts, feel our heartbeat and our breath underneath our palms. And just find that gratitude for that breath right here, everything our bodies do for us consciously and unconsciously. We'll meet back in with our hands on our knees. Moving through cat and cow in a seated position. So on an inhale, draw your heart forward, shoulder blades back. Exhale here. And then on another inhale, scoop your low belly up and in, gaze down at your belly button, draw your heart between your shoulder blades. Inhale here, feeling that back body expand. And then on your exhale, we'll roll forward, seated cow pose. Inhale, seated cat. Take this on your breath. Really feeling into that heart space, the space behind your shoulder blades, and opening up the front of your chest. If anything feels good, you can hang out a little bit longer in that area. Take this time to really notice how your body feels. And in yoga, we don't want to create poses for our body. We want our bodies to explore these poses. We'll come back through center. Let's inhale both arms high. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand right on your right side. Reach that left arm as high as possible. Side body stretch. Tilt that left shoulder up and open. Chin towards the sky, keeping your airways open, and let the stretch come from your rib cage area, not from your low back. One more breath here, we'll come back through center. Left hand down, right arm as high as possible. Really feel that jazzercise reach from this right side. And then we'll find that, open up that right shoulder, tilt your chin up. Find that nice side body stretch. Your serratus and anterior muscles. The ones surrounding your rib cage. All the while staying with that breath. Come back through center. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, cactus out your arms. Squeeze your core. So finding those core muscles as we have this cactus arms. Lift your crown of your head a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Big inhale. On an exhale, just squeezing those core muscles, turn to the right. Aiming to only use those core muscles, not forcing anything in the turn. And then finding that turn from your chest rather than your low back. So if you need to inhale, find length. Exhale to twist to the right. And inhale back through center. Breathe here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the left. Super gentle. And take this on your breath, just trying to find those core muscles to engage into those obliques as you twist on your exhale. Meet me on the right side. We'll stay right here, and then we'll bring our hands to the ground. My right hand is behind my right hip. Left hand on this right knee, or wherever is accessible for you. Maybe you go to your ankles. Take what feels good. We're working with our body, not working to meet the poses. Breathe here. Find a little bit more length. Again, finding that twist from your upper back rather than your low back. Inhaling to find length. Exhale to breathe into that twist. On your next breath, if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, staying right here, I'm going to bring this right hand behind the nape of my neck, my head. I'm going to reach that right elbow a little bit higher towards the ceiling, finding that stretch again in that right side rib cage, and slightly drawing that left shoulder across my lap towards that left knee. This is a big shoulder opening, so be super easy to yourself. And I'm going to release that right hand, gently unwind. Inhale, both arms high, coming through the other side. Exhale, cactus twist to the left. And then we'll bring those hands down right here. Right hand on that left knee, left arm right behind that right hip, or whatever feels good for you. Keeping both hip points squaring towards the front of the room. So we're not twisting from our low back, but from our heart space. Inhale, draw that crown of your head a little bit higher. Breathing here. Again, being gentle with our bodies. On our next breath, we'll take that left hand behind the nape of our neck, and then reach that left elbow a little bit higher towards the sky, keeping your chin up, slightly drawing that right shoulder closer to that right knee. Gently release that left arm. We'll unwind. And then on our next breath, we're going to fold over our shins and meet on our bellies. So lower all the way to the floor. Hands underneath my shoulders. Zip your legs together, forehead to the ground. Coming into a low cobra, squeezing your elbows into your rib cage, pressing the soles of your feet into the floor. Inhale, peel your head and heart off the mat. Pointing your nose towards the floor, keeping that back of your neck long. Roll your shoulder blades down your back, squeezing them together behind you so that you can squeeze your elbows into your sides and also reach them towards your hips. As you reach your elbows towards your feet, reach the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Feeling that length in your back. Also working all those stabilizing muscles in your cervical spine, your upper back, releasing that tech neck. One more breath here. Exhale, release to the mat. Let's flow that. Inhale. Feel your head and heart off the floor. Exhale to release. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale to release. Two more. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale. Last one, let's bring the palms of our hands underneath our forehead. And we'll kick our heels up and windshield wiper out your knees. Come back through center. Setting up for a Sphinx pose. So for Sphinx pose, our elbows are directly underneath our shoulders. Zip your legs together, or maybe a little bit further apart if you need a little bit more balance here. Really push the floor away with your forearms. Notice how that feels in your upper body. And then press the floor away with the tops of your thighs. Notice how that strengthens and ignites your low belly to support your low back muscles. On your next breath, we're going to continue to push the floor away with all those points and slowly peel your hips off the floor. Continue to push the floor away with your forearms. Notice how that feels. Breathe here, squeeze your low belly, and then slowly roll back down one vertebrae at a time, meeting back in a Sphinx pose. Breathe here, big inhale. Let's flow that. Exhale, push the tops of your thighs away. Slowly peel your hip points off the floor. Push the floor away with your forearms. Hold here for a breath. And inhale, slowly roll down. Find some length in your Sphinx pose. Continuing to push the floor away with your forearms. Big inhale. Exhale. Gaze at your belly button. Peel your hip points off the floor. Let's flow this on your breath. Go 5 more counts. The last one. Meeting in our Sphinx. Find that length. I'm going to shuffle my right arm under just a little bit more. And I'm going to reach my left arm straight out along my ear, in line with my shoulder. Nice long neck, no wrinkles in the back of your neck. So gaze down at your right hand. And then drawing that left arm to cactus arm here. Continue to push the floor away with your forearm and the tops of your thighs so your low belly is engaged. Then sweep it back to airplane. We'll float that back up to mountain, cactus, airplane on your breath. Allowing for some shoulder mobility here, as well as building up that stability strength. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option 2, just place your hands and your forehead on your hands and windshield wiper out your knees. Or if you'd like a little bit more of a shoulder opener, I'm going to sweep my arms straight out to the side here. Left cheek to the mat, right hand right under my right shoulder. Feel this right hip over the left. And just open up as much as you need to get this nice shoulder opener on this left side. One more breath here. We'll come back through center. Setting up for the other side. Press your forearms into the mat. Press the tops of your thighs into the mat. Engage that low belly. I'm going to scooch my left arm in just a little bit. Right arm along my ear, head and neck long. No wrinkles in the back of my neck. Coming to cactus and then to airplane. And then float this. Your breath here, like you're swimming with one arm. Don't forget to push the floor away. Keep that core engaged all the while. Here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweeping that right arm out to the side. Take whatever movement you took on the other side. For me, I'm going to plant my left hand underneath my left shoulder and peel this left hip off the mat. Just opening just enough to get a nice opening in this right shoulder. Maybe you notice how one side is completely different than the other. And just breathe. One more breath here. We'll come back through center. Let's place our hands underneath our forehead. We'll kick our feet up behind us, windshield wipering out our knees. Now take it easy on the force in the windshield wiper. We'll gently press our hip points into the floor, and keeping our hip points even, I'm going to sweep my legs just as far as they can go over to the right, not forcing anything. Focusing on some hip stability here by allowing that windshield wiper to be controlled through that force of pressing my hips into the floor. Here for just another breath or two. And then we can release that, shake it out. You can release your hip points. I'm going to place my hands underneath my shoulders, tuck my toes under, pressing up to my knees, coming into an active child's pose. If you're in bed, maybe you find all your pillows and you can scoop your pillows to place the pillows under your heart and your belly to find a super supported child's pose. If you'd like to come into more of a deeper shoulder opener, I'm going to come into an active child's pose or a puppy pose. So my toes are tucked under and my hips are staying closer above my knees, walking my arms forward, drawing my heart to the mat, keeping that walking of my fingers forward as I inhale and exhale, just shifting back gently, finding that shoulder opening. One more breath here. We'll roll back up to tabletop. From our tabletop, if you'd like to come into downward facing dog, feel free. If not, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to press my right leg back behind me. And we'll just kick it up there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to hollow out my belly and draw that right knee towards my chest as best as I can. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, hollow, kiss your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, hollow. One more. I'm going to bring my right foot behind this right hand. If you are in your bed and would like to stay in a laying down position, you just lay down and kick your heels towards your hips, sort of just like this. Just trying to get a nice stretch in the front of our hip flexors. If it is accessible to you, I'm going to meet in a box pose. My right foot forward. And I'm going to walk that right foot forward out a little bit more, bending into this front left hip flexor, coming into a low crescent moon stretch, squeezing this right hamstring to draw that right hip back in line with the left, and breathing into that left front hip flexor. Breathing here. On your next breath, coming into a half splits. I'm going to bend that or straighten out that right leg, finding my blocks. This is where we want them on each side. If you're up, if you are in your bed, feel free to press up in a seated position. We're going to meet in a hamstring stretch. So if you just press up, sweep that right leg out in front of you. You can keep this left leg on the mat or in your bed, however it feels. If you're up with me, we'll meet that in a half splits. This right leg out behind us with a tiny bend in this right knee. I'm going to inhale, find lots of length. Tuck that right hip crease back behind you. Exhale to fold over this right leg. If you want your blocks, you can use your blocks. If you don't, feel free. Take what feels best for you. I'm going to keep my spine in extension, fold over, finding my blocks, and breathing here. If this feels good, if you take your blocks down to the next level. Let's continue to feel good. And keep bringing those blocks down. One more breath here. I'm going to rise back up, bringing my blocks back up to the highest point. If you are seated or lying down, you can stay right in this position. We're just going to continue to focus on this right leg. I'm going to elongate my spine. Big inhale, exhale, bringing my hands to my blocks or the bed. I'm going to walk my blocks and walk my body towards the right. You can bring this left hand to the inside or outside of this right knee. Keeping this right foot flexed all the while. Tiny bend in this right leg. We'll just breathe into this twist. One more breath here. I'm going to walk myself back through center. Wherever you are, I'm going to inhale my arms up high. Reach your body towards the sky. If you're staying seated, You could continue in your legs in the same position. We'll just reach our arms high, big inhale, squeezing your core in and up. And exhale. We're going to switch out our legs. Coming back through tabletop, meeting in that nice hamstring stretch with the left leg. Extending that left leg behind me. We'll pump it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then scoop, meet that knee under your chest, kiss your knee, hollowing out your belly, pushing the floor away, finding that space behind your heart. Extend back behind you. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. We'll swing that left leg out in front of us wherever you are. Coming into hip flexors on the right side. Low crescent moon. Reach your arms high, reach your core in and up. Breathing into that front right hip flexor. And then we'll shift back to our half splits. Finding your blocks. Keeping a slight bend in this left knee. Left foot flexed. Spine is an extension. Big inhale, exhale, fold over that left leg. Tucking that left hip back behind you if you're up. Maybe bring your blocks down to the next level. Inhaling for length, exhale to send all that oxygen into all those tight spaces. One more breath here. Then we'll walk our blocks back to the highest point, rise back up. Inhale for lengthen your spine. Exhale, we'll walk our bodies over towards the left, over that left leg. Right hand either to the inside or outside of this left knee. Breathing here. One more breath. We'll come back through center. Shifting forward back to our low crescent moon. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, meeting back in the tabletop. We'll meet back on our bellies. Find a low cobra pose. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Shift back to a child pose. Slowly roll up to sitting on your heels. We'll reach both arms high, baby back bend. Cactus out your arms. Draw your heart up towards the top corner of the ceiling. Inhale, mountain, reach your arms high, fold over. Folding over your knees, we'll have a seat on our heels. Place your hands down on your thighs. Sit up nice and tall, and we'll breathe here. Maybe place a hand on your heart, feeling that breath underneath you. Again, finding all that gratitude for everything, all the strength that our bodies carry. We'll bring our hands to prayer, thumb knuckles pressing into our heart center. We'll say a word that makes the light and the love in me honor, sees, and reflects the light and the love in each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you feel a nice little stretch, giving your body some love and a little bit of a time for yourself. Thank you.